And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to what is the first ever spring broadcast with NWOhio.live. We are at Rec Park in Bryan, set for a pair of Division IV softball district semifinals and a couple of good ones that we should have for you. Our opening matchup will feature the Locomotives of Montpelier going up against the Pilots of Ayersville. With Miles Holliday, I'm Randy Roberts. Partner, we've been kind of waiting for the weather to break through most of the spring. Looked like we were going to try to get a few games in. Ultimately, both these teams playing got about 17, 18 in. And now here we are ready to go in this district semifinal.
Well, the softball gods are cooperating with the weather here today, Randy. Comfort index of about 82 degrees. Absolutely gorgeous. A great atmosphere. And where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Two really good softball teams ready to battle.
I'll get you through the lineup here in just a moment, but Lila Mahan leading things off for Montpelier is going to take a swing and miss for strike one. So we'll see how quickly that Kendra Waldron will work here, pitching for Ayersville. As there's one, he'll just miss a 1-1. So Miles, can we get through that Montpelier lineup pretty quick here?
Well, as you mentioned, that Mahan leads off. She'll be followed by Jada Uribe, the first basewoman.
This one popped up. This one's just going to reach the outfield grass. And taking a handful of steps back into the grass is the shortstop, Taylor Waldron, who will make the grab for out number one.
Good job using that free hand because that started to squirt out. Ball drifted a little bit. So it's Uribe's up, then she'll be followed by one of the greatest hitters in the history of Montpelier, Kelsey Bump. It'll be Madeline Hopper hitting fourth, Lillian Mahan hitting fifth, Addison Dick hitting sixth, Bella Ramos hitting seventh, and Hannah Beck hitting eighth, and then Katie Terry, the center fielder, is hitting ninth.
And as we mentioned, they are going to face Kendra Waldron. We'll give you her numbers here just a couple of minutes as the count now, I believe, 2 balls and no strikes here. So Kendra Waldron 8-3 with a 2.21 ERA on the year. 82 in the third innings, pitched 64 hits, 45 runs, 26 of them earned. Has walked 28 while struck out 133 so far on the year. Facing Uribe's, like Miles said, hitting .433. As the top half of this Montpelier order, partner, can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, sure can. And you see Uribe's taking all the way on that one. First 3 pitches were balls, making sure that Waldron has to come across.
And here's a swing and a miss.
You mentioned
the umpire's going to say might have caught a piece of that.
You mentioned Waldron only 28 walks, so you know she was going to battle back. Gets it to a full count here.
Comes that full count effort. That one's going to be cut on and missed, so able to battle back. After falling behind 3-0, Uribe's will strike out, and now here is Kelsey Bum. Miles mentioned it, a prolific hitter. .478 on the year, leads the team in home runs with 5, second on the teams in RBIs with 25, 11 doubles as well.
Yeah, I believe that 5 home runs tied for a school record. One more, and she'll hold it all on her own. And that fastball to get Uribe's on the last at bat. Going to have to be really good to get Kelsey Bum because she sits on fastball, loves to drive it. But Waldron, her fastball in pregame, Randy, she was topping out at 60 miles an hour, changeup about 48. Now she will throw a curveball as well.
And she is going to fire in a pair of strikes to Kelsey Bum.
A really nice matchup right here. Waldron, fantastic on the bump.
Next one comes in just high. Believe makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Interesting, Kelsey Bump stepped out of the box a couple times during this at bat. Try to slow things down for Waldron, but it doesn't matter. Waldron gets the foul tip into the glove.
Yeah, took a little bit off something there, so back-to-back strikeouts will end the top half of the first. So while we have a moment here as we get to the middle part of the first, Miles, let's take a look at some keys to the game for this one. Let's start with the Montpelier Locomotives.
Yeah, sweet Madeline, right? Madeline Hopper, she's going to have to be really good, and she's been really good all year on the mound. ERA of only 1.50. Randy will fill you in on the rest of her amazing stats. She's going to have to be really good. Bump bombs, we just saw Kelsey Bump strike out, but don't be afraid to watch her later because chances are she's going to drive 5 home runs. And then more records. This team has set a bunch of school records. Keep adding to them by winning the district.
That'll be keys to the game tonight for the Lady Pilots of Ayersville.
Yeah, nothing easy. Keep playing really good defense. This has been a solid defensive team all year long. Keep everything in front. Pitch around or attack, and it looked like Waldron is going to go ahead and attack those hitters. I thought she might pitch around some hitters in that big Montpelier lineup. And then number 3, swipe right. Well, kids love to swipe right nowadays. Well, swiping right means we're going to steal some bases. This is not a really big running team, but I think they're going to have to steal some bases here today if they're going to get to win. Only 20 stolen bases on the year for them.
Okay, so you saw Montpelier go in order the top half of the first here. We'll run through that Ayersville lineup. The pitcher, Kendra Waldron, will lead things off. Michaela Sierra, the left fielder, hits second. Ariel Brown, the catcher. At the number 3 spot, Mabel McGuire, the center fielder, is the cleanup hitter. Taylor Waldron, the shortstop, will hit 5th. Addison Zartman at first will bat 6th. Allison Eldridge at second base bats 7th. Ava Singler, who we believe is now the designated player, hits in the number 8 spot. And playing third base will be Lauren Paul, while Ryan Beecher will be the flex starting in right field.
It's a quality lineup, 1 through 9 for Bill Zartman. 52 extra base hits as a team on a year. They've hit 9 home runs and have a batting average of .349. Randy, they have done a really good job of playing station-to-station softball. I think they're going to have to take an extra base here today if they're going to be successful against Madeline Hopper.
Kendra Waldron will lead things off. Waldron hitting .406 on the year. It's 15 RBIs, 9 doubles, 1 triple. Leads the team in home runs with 4. We'll give you the numbers here on Madeline Hopper. First pitch is cut on and missed. 13-4, Miles at a 1.5 ERA. 97 2/3 innings pitched. Has allowed just 59 hits, 39 runs, 21 of them earned. Has walked 42. Struck out 179 as she'll ground 1 foul down past the dugout on the first base side.
She has had a bout with wildness at times throughout the season, 42 walks on the year. Now, when she was in pregame warm-ups, she was having trouble locating her fastballs all over the place. So it's going to be important for her to get ahead of the hitters. And she got a little help early in this count with the fastball that was high that Kendra Waldron chased. There's
a check swing that'll go back behind the backstop. It's Hopper trying to match what Waldron was able to do in the top half of the first. Now the next offering, that one is going to be cut on and missed. And Waldron will strike out to begin the bottom half of inning number 1.
Now both teams, both pitchers start off innings establishing themselves that they're going to be tough to hit. 2 strikeouts in the top of the half by Waldron. Waldron a victim of a strikeout that time by Hopper.
So here is Michaela Sierra now, and she will swing the first pitch and foul it back. So Sierra, we take a look at the numbers, hitting .314 on the year, has 4 doubles, driven in 6.
Anytime you have a left-handed hitter, you got to sneak in a little bit. They get down that first baseline in such a hurry.
A little bit behind on the fastball there, so Sierra behind, no balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball around 58 to 60 miles an hour. Will change speeds. It dropped all the way down to 44. Throws a little spinner as well.
Well, the 0-2 did Sierra pull back, and she did.
Quickness by Mahon, get that ball in case she did go after it, get the tag.
Ayersville comes in to the game today 13-4, finished as the runner-up to Tenora in the Green Meadows Conference, as she'll foul another one back. This time it's going to go back behind the screen and out of play.
This is one of those facilities you want to be careful where you park at, right?
Yep.
You are awfully snug in the parking lot behind home plate. Better make sure your insurance payments are up to date.
Best spot is a little bit down across the street, down the way here. There's one lined into center field. That's going to go for a base hit all the way to the wall. Sierra is going to pull up at second. It is a 1-out double.
A 5th double on the year for Sierra. And really a big cut for a 2-strike cut. Got all of that one. It was by Katie Terry in a hurry. Big 1-out double for Ayersville.
So that'll bring up Ariel Brown, the sophomore, hitting .491. 5 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run, is driven in 10. Has the opportunity here to give Ayersville the early lead as she'll take a strike. Montpelier comes in at 14-7 and champions of the Buckeye Border Conference. I'm sorry, runner-up to a team that we will see later on tonight, Hilltop. There's a big cut, one above the letters.
Well, one thing about Bill Zartman's team, they're gonna be aggressive at the plate, right? Early in the count so far, they have attacked. You saw that one a little bit out of the zone, but Ariel Brown was going after it.
There's one fouled back to the screen.
Just barely missed that one. Anytime you get a foul that goes straight back to the screen behind you, that means you're on it.
Now, the one thing that we did not have through all of pregame warm-ups is wind, and it has picked up oh so slightly. You can probably hear it in our microphones. There's the changeup. Strike 3 called on the outside part of the plate.
Just an absolute nasty pitch. Change of speeds
number 12,
and just
Mabel
entices
McGuire.
you, and freezes you, and next thing you know, it goes on that outside corner, and you are rung up.
2 outs via the strikeout. Here is Mabel McGuire, the center fielder. McGuire comes in hitting .377 on the year, 2 doubles, 3 triples. She's going to pop one foul towards the baseball diamond to our right, and that one goes out of play. Notice those parking spots are completely empty.
Smart people right
Baseball
over
and softball both going on. No one wants to take one from either side there. 0-1. This one popped right back to the circle. Nice job by Hopper, able to throw over to Uribe's at first to get the final out. So the 1-out double does no damage. We're through 1, no score. We'll take a break here on NWOhio.live.
This is Chip Wood. The best deals on new and used cars and trucks and service too are at Bryan Ford Lincoln. Stop by and see us as we celebrate 25 years of serving the tri-state. We will not be undersold. You have my word on it.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry. I'll see you later.
And Madeline Hopper digging in to begin top half of inning number 2. She'll take a big cut and miss for strike 1. Hopper, the team leader, 522 on the year, team leader, 27 RBIs. Has also added 3 home runs. She'll take another healthy cut. She finds herself behind no balls, 2 strikes to Kendra Waldron, who again got back-to-back strikeouts to end the first inning.
Well, Waldron went right at Kelsey Bumpin, doing the exact same thing with Hopper.
It's power on power, and now Hopper is going to look at strike 3, and that's how we begin the top half of inning number 2.
Yeah, a little change of pace. That freezes
batting,
Hopper.
number 1,
Hopper,
Lillian
victim of the pitch
Mahan.
that she used to end the inning a moment ago.
So here's Lillian Mahan. She's going to come right back slowly to the infield. And that one is going to be grabbed by Taylor Waldron, who's able to get the throw across in time. Quickly, there's 2 gone.
Well, impressive athleticism right there by Waldron. Attacked that one.
Now batting,
It looked
number
like it was going
9,
to die and maybe have a
Madison
chance
Dick.
for an infield hit, but Taylor Waldron was all over it.
So here's the right fielder, Addison Dick, comes in hitting .326 on the year, scored 12 times, hit 3 doubles, driven in 13. She's going to look at strike 1. as Kendra Waldron just firing BBs right now.
Yeah, and if you play defense behind Kendra Waldron, you've got to love it because she wastes no time, right?
That's
She
right. Yeah, she's
goes.
ready to go. This one gets away from her a little bit, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike on the right fielder for the Locos. 1-1 offering. Find Addison just a little behind.
Way tardy on that one. Like first period as a senior in high school, always tardy.
1-2 offering, cut on and missed as well. And that is a quick 1, 2, 3 innings. So once again, Waldron ends up getting 2 strikeouts, a ground out in between as we head to the bottom half of inning number 2. Still no score here in this district semifinal. Our game tonight brought to you by Bricks to Clicks. You can visit them, 29133 George Street, beautiful Millbury, Ohio. All sorts of new items coming in almost daily. Check out their Facebook. It's where they put a lot of their new items that come in.
Yeah, our guy Chuck Popovich, he does a video and shows you all the cool stuff. They have some Amish sheds there as well. Boy, they do a little bit of everything over at Bricks to Clicks. Really, it's a one-stop shop for all things cool.
So visit, again, Bricks to Clicks, 29133 George Street in Millbury, as Montpelier wasting no time in the warm-up, as saw Madeline Hopper kind of waiting for her catcher to get ready before throwing her 1 warm-up toss. It'll be hitters 5, 6, and 7. Taylor Waldron, Addison Zartman, Allison Eldridge due up for Ayersville as we play the bottom half of inning number 2. And stay with us. Hilltop and Edgerton will be in our nightcap. If you had to put maybe a label as a favorite of the 4 teams in this district, maybe you'd give a slight nod to Hilltop.
Yeah, Hilltop, year in, year out, right? It just seems like you can always pencil in 20 wins or more for them.
They come in at 22-5, really challenged themselves outside of the Buckeye Border Conference this year.
Yeah, I think you have to, right? Because Buckeye Border Conference, they are head and shoulder above everybody else, waiting for someone else to come up there and challenge them. But
now, the addition to Montpelier did give them a little bit of a challenge. It's been a few years now, make it sound like that was just last year. But here's one just fouled back by Taylor Waldron.
yeah, a little power on power right there. Right in the middle of the part of the plate, I'm going to throw it really hard. That's where you like it. You're going to swing really hard. One of us is going to win. Just a little bit below it that time by Taylor Waldron.
Yeah, Madeline Hopper now going back to that rosin, the small little rosin bag that is located behind the rubber. So the next offering, this one is going to be fouled up and hits the roof of the dugout.
How about some of the players over there from Montpelier covering their heads?
Well, not used to some of the improvements made here to the softball diamond at Rec Park. Press box that we are located in, brand new.
Spacious.
It is.
Very nice. They've done it up right here.
Next one comes inside.
Boy, I thought Waldron looked at the umpire. Oh, I shouldn't have let that go. Got the benefit of the doubt to run this thing to full.
It's Taylor Waldron now. Miles said the count full comes in hitting .339 on the year. Now that full count pitch, cut on and missed. And a big strikeout to begin the bottom half of inning number 2.
Yeah, both pitchers just absolutely dealing. Third strikeout now for Hopper.
Now batting, number
4
31,
strikeouts authored by
Addison
Waldron
Zartman.
already.
It's going to bring up the first baseman, Addison Zartman. Addison on the year hitting .296, couple of doubles, 1 home run driven in 15. She's going to foul the first one back to the screen for strike 1. As we see the crowd to our right, we see one of the second game teams. I believe that is Hilltop decked in. Appears to be red and black.
You want to be careful you don't sit in the sun too long. Don't want to lose any of that energy.
One cut on and miss now for strike 2. Yeah, the temperature in my car right about 81 on the half-hour trip over here.
Now, first pitch, comfort index of 82 degrees. Absolutely gorgeous day.
We've had some absolute stinkers this year in the spring season, but today is not one of them, as Zartman will swing and miss for strikeout number 2 of the inning, now the 4th of the afternoon for Hopper. And here is Allison Eldridge. Eldridge, a sophomore, hitting .333 on the year, has a couple of doubles.
Well, how about you, an old newspaper guy with a huge vocabulary, going with stinker when describing the weather?
Not paid by the letter.
The thesaurus didn't make it into the Roberts household.
Did not. No. Some days you just got to be simple. There's one cut in and missed, right about eye level.
Well, you just get the feeling early in this softball game, whoever scores first is going to have such a huge advantage with the way these two young ladies are throwing the ball.
Comes that next offering. This one is going to be hit off the handle, backhanded it short by Bum. Throw across the diamond is going to be in time, and that is going to do it for the second inning. So 2 strikeouts and a ground out. We head to the third, and we'll take a timeout here on NWOhio.live.
This is Chip Wood. Stop by and see us at Bryan Ford as we celebrate 25 years of serving the tri-state. A lot has changed over the years, but one thing has not. We will work very hard to earn your trust and confidence every day. It's in our mission statement and in everything we do.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual. And she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out."
Now batting.
Bottom part of the order
2,
due up
Bella
for Montpelier
Ramos.
here as we head to the third hitters. 7, 8, and 9. Bella Ramos, Henna Beck, and Katie Terry. As Bella Ramos is going to take strike 1 there. Ramos coming in, hitting .333 on the year. Now cuts on and missed there, so she's behind, no balls, 2 strikes.
You know, we've seen a bunch of Montpelier hitters really tardy on Kendra Waldron's offerings. Important that she keeps dealing that high fastball and eating up hitters, and she wastes no time.
3 pitches, 3 strikes. Ramos goes down. Strikeout number 5.
Thanks for coming.
Now batting number 13.
Here's your 3 pitches.
Henna
now go sit
Beck.
down.
So here is Henna Beck. Henna Beck, the third baseman, hitting .250 on the year with a double. Is going to foul one off the catcher's mask. It's Ariel. Jumps right up, grabs the softball, tells the home plate umpire that she's fine. Kind of like Coach Andy Robinson calls his hitter over, give her a little bit of a moment, but plate umpire says everyone's good to go.
Well, I think Andy Robinson also twofold. He was trying to slow down the rhythm of Waldron. Waldron is getting that ball and going fast, and the Montpelier hitters are not doing anything to dispel her timing.
Count now 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 offering is going to be cut on and missed. Beck just a little bit behind.
You see the body language by Beck. She is really struggling with the tempo that Waldron is offering.
1-2 pitch. This one is going to be popped high up on the infield. It's going to stay in fair territory. And Ava Singler over the reach over. I'm sorry, Laura Paul able to come over and make the grab.
Yeah, Paul really had to battle that one. That was going to bring some rain. It went so high up there, but did a good job of
Now
getting her nose
batting
underneath
number
it.
6, Katie Terry.
So here is the number 9 hitter in the lineup for Montpelier, Katie Terry, the center fielder, hitting .222 with a double, a triple, and a home run. She takes a little bit more than a half cut, you would say, for strike 1.
Still looking for her first extra base hit of the year, slugging .222, batting average .222.
I have her with 5 extra base hits in the year. Tried to bunt there and missed.
We'll have to get a clarification
You know,
from the Elias Sports Bureau.
0-2 pitch off the plate, so now 1 ball, 2 strikes. But what you want now is just for her to get on base, flip the order, give the top of the lineup something to work with here. 1-2 offering. That one is going to be taken for strike 3, and just like the previous 2 innings, it's 2 strikeouts. So Kendra Waldron will now fan 6, so no scores. We head to the bottom half of inning number 3 in our game tonight, brought to you by Chappie's Snappy Dogs. Give them a call. They're 419-297-1004. It is graduation season, party season,
Yeah, folks.
all sorts of seasons.
Give her a call. Nothing worse than you trying to figure out what to feed people for graduation parties, right? Just relax, let Carol feed everybody, and you have fun visiting with all your guests.
And don't forget their selection of huge brats. Chappie's Snappy Dogs. Thank them for being with us this spring season. So Montpelier again is taking a couple of warm-ups here as it looks like we're ready to go for the bottom half of inning number 3. It'll be hitters 8, 9, and 1 due up for Ayersville. So we'll see Ava Singler, the designated player, Laura Paul, the third baseman, and then to the top of the order with the pitcher, Kendra Waldron.
Yeah, a little bit of a switch from the original lineup that we
Now
had,
batting,
right?
number
Ava
22,
Sigler was going
Ava
to be the third
Sigler.
baseman, and then Laura Paul was going to be the DP, and then all of a sudden things changed on us,
A little
didn't it?
switcheroo. But it looks like everything is set and we're going to be good to go. First offering coming here from Hopper. That one is going to be cut on and missed for strike 1. So Singler coming in, just a freshman, hitting .358, has 6 doubles, couple of home runs, driven in 11, scored 19 times.
And not very often you have someone hitting in the 8th spot with 2 home runs. It shows you the power of this Ayersville lineup.
Fouls one back to the screen now. So quickly, Madeline Hopper working ahead, no balls, 2 strikes.
And going back to that rosin. Can't remember a pitcher going to the rosin as much as she does. Smart though. You get a lot of moisture on your hands when the day's this warm.
I don't have the arm like you do, kid.
That's right.
0-2 offering. That one rises a little too much. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now we got to make sure there's no jalapenos in the nose.
Major League, one of the greatest movies
You
ever,
put
isn't it?
snots
On the ball.
on the baseball?
That's right.
Don't have an arm like you do, kid.
Harris,
1-2 offering up. It was cut on and missed. Strikeout to begin the bottom half of the 3rd.
Well, both pitchers trying to keep pace with
Now
each other.
batting, number 24,
Mowing down the
Laura
opposition.
Paul.
So here is Laura Paul. Laura Paul coming in, hitting .219 on the year. Tried to keep up with the fastball there, but will swing through it for strike 1. So Harris, I see, every time I watch that movie, I see Jamie Moyer.
You do?
0-1 offering, comes in low, it evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, talk about a guy that could pitch. Didn't have overpowering stuff, but he would just get you out.
So 1 ball, 1 strike offering coming. That one's going to be fouled straight back.
A little bit dangerous that time. Pitch in the middle of the plate. Laura Paul had a really good cut at it.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the number 9 hitter in the lineup for Ayersville.
Let's see if Hopper breaks out that changeup. As Paul was all over top that pitch in the middle of the plate. Whatever the call is, she agrees to it, and here we go.
It's the 1-2 offering. That one called third on the outside part of the plate.
A little bit of a slow call, but as long as you get it, it doesn't matter.
Now batting, number
Didn't
28,
get the big
Kendra
reaction from the home plate
Waldron.
umpire like we got previous strikeouts. Is going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Kendra Waldron. Surprise, surprise, struck out 1 of 6 strikeout victims the first time through the order. She's going to take one low for ball 1.
Good job of Mahan trying to make that pitch look a little bit better. Framed it up for the umpire. The umpire didn't give it. Both pitchers, though, Randy, 6 strikeouts.
So my math says that Ayersville was able to have 3 batters put a ball in play with 1 double, 1 ground out, 2 ground outs, excuse me.
rarity here. 2-0, and as Hopper has just been ahead of the hitters all afternoon long.
That next offering, cut on and miss, and now 2 balls and 1 strike to Waldron.
Waldron really wanted that one. She jumped out of the box trying to do something with it. Like the aggressive nature. You're up 2-0, go ahead and see if you get a pitch you like.
It's now the 2-1 offering. This one is going to be popped up. This one is going to get foul.
How about that stop with the foot? Nice job, man from Montpelier. He's not going to waste any time. He's throwing that thing back in.
Knows that these pitchers are on rhythm, and he wants to fire that ball in and
he takes a
be
big
ready
swig.
to go.
See that? He's all proud of himself. Stops the ball,
right.
takes a big swig of his drink.
Next offering, this one's reached out, hit to third, back with it, and throw's not going to be in time. Infield single for Kendra Waldron will extend this 3rd inning.
Yeah, you got to credit Kendra
Now
Waldron.
batting, number
She absolutely
11,
took
Michaela
off out of the
Sierra.
batter's box. Made it a tough play. Hannah Beck, you saw her just kind of juggled a little bit out of the glove. Couldn't get a good feel for that baseball, or softball rather.
So here is Michaela Sierra, hit that double to center field the first time up. She's able to do that again. Cause a little bit of trouble here. Takes that big cut, misses. 4 strike 1.
Sierra, we saw her last time up, but she is going to take a whack at it. Offered at that one.
Kendra Waldron comes in, just 3 stolen bases. Ayersville's only swiped 20 this year.
If you're going to swipe one, do it right here. 0-2 count, go ahead and run. If you get gunned out, you have Sierra start the next inning. If you're safe, now you got a runner in position.
No balls, 2 strikes coming here to the left-handed hitting left fielder. This one popped up, not quite going to get to center field. Instead, slowly hit toward Bella Ramos. Able to grab it at second for out number 3. So the 2-out infield single doesn't do any damage. We're through 3. Still no score in this district semifinal here on NWOhio.live.
This is Chip Wood. The best deals on new and used cars and trucks and service too are at Bryan Ford Lincoln. Stop by and see us as we celebrate 25 years of serving the tri-state. We will not be undersold. You have my word on it.
My daughter started making necklaces. She makes what we call affirmation fashion. I tell her every day that your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. And if there's anything better than being beautiful, it's being smart. And if there's anything better than being smart, it's being kind. And reaffirming that every day is our method of making sure her chin never drops.
Welcome back to Bryan. We have got ourselves a doozy here. Randy Roberts beside me. I'm Miles Holiday. We're headed towards the top of the 4th, and there we are. How about that? The mom cam, right? Mother's Day yesterday. Moms want to see their sons. And, there's the pretty face of Randy Roberts and the, well, my face.
Now
as
batting,
well. Ken
number
Rinker
11,
doing a great job
Lila
on the production.
Mahan.
And Randy, any surprises through this one early in this game?
No, I can't say there's any surprises. We thought we were going to be treated to a pretty good one, and that's been the case so far.
Yeah, that pitch right there might be the biggest surprise. That one got away from Waldron. Worst pitch of the afternoon, sails all the way to the backstop, and it is now 1-0. It's Mahan, Uribe's, and Bump 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Locos. And quickly, it is 2-0. Mahan gets back in near the dish, and we're ready to go. Waldron has to deal back into this one. That one's going to be a bit high, 3-0.
That was, excuse me, 9 up, 9 down for Montpelier, first time through the order.
That was 6 strikeouts. 3-0 pitch, taking, and the late call by Enrico Palazzo for strike number 1. A 3-1 count. Waldron been behind a couple times this afternoon, battled back each time. That time, oh, she gets a great swing and a miss. Full count now. Outfield about even, 210 all the way down the line, center and everywhere. And there is the 3-2 payoff, strike 3. How about the back-to-back pitches
Now batting,
by
number
Waldron
8,
to get the
Jada
strikeout?
Uribe.
Yeah, great way to battle back after falling behind 3-0. Gets that automatic strike across and able to fire a couple strikes after that. Get the big opening out here in the 4th.
Uribe's up now, 433. I'll tell you, it's a murderer's row from Montpelier. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Everybody hitting way above 400. It shows you how impressive Waldron has been so far. Just slicing and dicing this Loco lineup. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2. She is now dealing. Struggled with the first 3 pitches of this inning, but been automatic since.
Just wanted to make it entertaining, I guess.
That one a little bit high, out of zone. One of those, I think you just try to get the hitter's eyes moving, don't you, Randy?
Yeah, I think so.
Still way ahead, 1-2. That one's fouled back. And that was heading towards the Randy Roberts mobile, I think. Did it get your vehicle, Randy?
No, I'm parked on the other side.
You are a veteran. You know where to park here. So we'll do it again. 1-2. Top of the 4th, still scoreless. That one going to be a little bit of a dribbler.
Rolled that one. I don't know if it left her hand.
I think it was going to be a change of pace. Just kind of fluttered off the fingertips. That one's going to miss as well, and got to credit Uribe for battling back. Full count now. Waldron slams the ball into her glove and ready for the payoff pitch. There's a shot into right center. Could be extra bases. Played off the wall. And it's going to be a full count double. 1 out, and Montpelier is now in business. Does a little dab at second base to celebrate the double.
Yeah, first hit of the afternoon
Now
for
batting,
Montpelier, and a
number
big
3,
one. We saw the
Kelsey
same
Bum.
thing with Michaela Sierra in the first inning for Ayersville, able to split the outfielders there in right center field. Uribe's, that one just quickly gets to the wall, and Uribe's able to glide into second base now. 1 out double, now Montpelier with an opportunity to do something.
Yeah, it was by Rylan Becker in right field before she had a chance to move. There's a bunt, square around. I think it's just one of those plans by Andy Robinson that wanted to see how the defense would react there.
I don't know if you want your team leader in home runs and your second best run producer to bunt a runner over in that situation. Although we're getting at a point of the game where you're thinking maybe 1 run's going to be enough to win this.
Yeah, 1 run's going to loom large in this game. And Ayersville going to have Addison Zartman way up towards home plate at first base. Yeah, 1-1 count. A lot of strategy in this moment. Pitch is going to be a little bit low. Do you pitch around, bump, set up a force?
That's an opportunity. And you still got to deal with Hopper, and she's got some pop.
I think anytime you can get closer to the bottom of that order, you might want to take it, though. There's one that's going to be low as well. And we're sitting at 3-1. Again, that's Uribe's at second base after the double. 1 out.
Uribe's does have 5 stolen bases. Like Ayersville, this is a Montpelier team. It doesn't run a lot. Pilots helped out there.
Well, Kelsey Bump was going for home run number 6 right there. Big, healthy cut.
Oh, there's a big group. We can see like the baby blue hats. Big group of Montpelier boys hanging out in that right field fence.
Ooh, a tough pitch outside corner. Didn't get the call by the umpire, and that's going to get the Montpelier dugout jumping up and down.
Now
As
batting,
first and
number
second
7,
out, Bump gets
Madeline
the walk.
Hopper.
If you're Ayersville, though, you can't be too upset. You just set up a force anywhere on the infield, don't you?
Did Kelsey kind of help sell that by just very quickly dropping the bat and running to first, not giving the umpire a chance?
It's a smart play by her. Pitch high, and Waldron struggling now to find the plate. First time all afternoon that Waldron has kind of looked a little bit unsettled. It's Madeline Hopper up, 522. How about the slugging by her, though? 776. And she is way ahead, 2-0. Hopper, of course, as Randy said earlier, 3 home runs, 27 RBI. Huge situation in this softball game for her. There's the pitch, and that one is indeed going to be called a strike. Nothing hurt, though. 2-1. We got to do it virtually the same way. Randy, you're Coach Robinson. Anything hitting on the grass, are you sending the runner in?
I'm thinking about it.
That one way behind Hopper, now 2-2, and Coach Robinson going to go down and talk to his pitcher for cleanup hitter. Gets a little bit of a smile out of her. What do you think he's saying to her, Randy?
Calm down, I think, is the big thing. And Madeline's up there trying to put Montpelier up 3-0.
Yeah, she was going to hit that one out of the ballpark, indeed. A huge pitch in this ball game. 2-2, 1 out, first and second. That's going to be fouled back. Oh, you feel the tension in the air here, don't you?
Oh, you do. This is this feels huge right now. You got to believe Montpelier. We kind of alluded at it. Top half of the order is one that does the damage. You might only get about one more opportunity.
That one's high, and all that's going to do is just add to the drama a little bit. Full count now, 1 out. Corners are about even for Ayersville. Middle back, outfield back a little bit. Full count pitch. Ground ball right-hand side. Going to be fielded and over to Zartman. Eldridge got it quickly, threw it to first for the out. Going to move the runners up, but we're sitting with 2 outs now. Runners on second and third. That's going to bring up Lillian Mahan, the designated player. 4:24. So just when you think you're through the murderer's row with this Locos lineup, you look, there's one more. Fastball gets by. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Waldron ready to go. Oh, that one's going to get a piece of Mahan. That's going to load the bases up. That Loco dugout again, jumping up and down with excitement.
Now
Not sure what the dance
number
is
9,
that they call it
Addison
over there,
Dick.
but they're celebrating. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Boy, this is going to be a huge moment in this game with Addison Dick hitting .326. The right fielder is up.
Has driven in 13, so she's had some opportunities. Big one here. Biggest thing is you just want to be able to put the ball in play.
That's something she struggled with her first time up with a strikeout. A little bit of discussion here by Coach Robinson. Wanted to get clarification by the home plate umpire.
Yeah, they weren't. Were they arguing that the ball hit? I'm not sure what the.
It was a little bit confusing what the
I don't know
discussion was about.
What that was about.
Well, no doubt about that pitch, though. Taken for a strike. Waldron on top. No balls, 1 strike. Strike 2. Addison Dick struck out last time. Now 0-2 in this at bat. Here's the pitch, and strike 3. How about Kendra Waldron? Bases loaded, and no big deal for her. Gets the strikeout of Dick. Second time of this game. And just like that, the door is shut again by Kendra Waldron. We're still sitting at 0-0, headed to the bottom of the 4th here on NWOhio.live.
And our game brought to you by H2H Realty.
There's April Holiday, licensed realtor in Ohio. Someone I know kind of well. It's my sister, folks. Give her a call. Tell her I said to give her a call. She'll hook you up. She does a really good job.
Let's call April Holiday with H2H Realty, 419-345-9687. As that conversation between Andy Robinson and the home plate umpire continues as he headed to the dugout. That's kind of interesting what that's about.
I thought I heard him say, did it really hit her? I didn't think there was any doubt about it, right? Loaded the bases, and you got to wonder if you're the manager, why would you not want to have bases loaded,
You're the
right?
You're the
I'll take bases loaded.
right?
He usually leads the
Now
good
batting,
games.
number 26, Ariel Brown.
Bottom of the fourth, Ariel Brown going to lead it off for Ayersville. It's going to be Brown, McGuire, and Waldron. 3, 4, and 5 due up.
Bottom of the fourth as we welcome you back to Bryan Field number 5. Pilots will send the Hart.
Ground ball towards third. That's Beck. Quick throw over to first base. Uribe grabs it, and one pitch, one out. That one attacked Beck in
Now
a hurry,
batting,
but she was
number
able to make
12,
a great play of it.
Mabel
A nice job,
McGuire.
able to keep her balance. She's backpedaling one of those. You got to reach up, go backwards. Could have very easily fell over, but able to stand her ground, come up with a big play.
Hey, Mabel McGuire up at 377. And it was like Beck didn't really have a chance to react at that first pitch, did she? It was on top of her.
No, she didn't.
And McGuire 377, 3 triples on the year, 10 runs, 6 RBI. Was retired on a 1-3 her first time up. That pitch just a little bit inside. Way ahead now, 2-0. This game has the feel that we might be here to midnight, sitting at 0-0. Both pitchers are just absolutely dealing and rising up to any challenge in front of them. There's one that misses as well. McGuire 3-0. You take here?
Yes.
I agree with you. Base runners are crucial. Hopper takes a deep breath. Got a battle back from 3-0. There's the pitch. And just when we thought we knew it all that you should take, Mabel McGuire offers that one.
Took a little something off that one, too.
Yeah, McGuire was way ahead of that one. Hopper with the pitch. And gonna get low and outside. Chris Engel says that's a strike. 3-2, full count. Payoff pitch. Fouls it off to the right-hand side. Gonna make the right fielder, Addison Dick, come over and pick it up, throw it in.
Yeah, just got that one off the handle. One came low on the bat, didn't make a lot of sound, but able to foul it off to stay alive.
And it's kind of fortunate that it went foul, wasn't hit very hard. All right, here we go again, full count, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth. Hopper wheels and delivers inside, ball 4. Mabel McGuire draws a walk.
The first one that Hopper has issued so far
Now
this
batting,
afternoon.
number 23,
With
Taylor
42
Waldron.
walks and 97 2/3 innings, so has battled at times with a little bit of loss of control, but been very efficient here tonight, and that's going to bring up Taylor Waldron.
Yeah, you're looking at about, one every other inning?
There's bunt look, pushed it up to right field line, first base line, and what a play by Hopper. And an even better play at first base by Uribe, because, folks, that is a tough catch when the ball is coming over top the left-hand shoulder of the runner.
Addison.
This is Chip Wood. Stop by and see us at Bryan Ford as we celebrate 25 years
Yeah,
of serving the
huge play there,
Tri-State.
because that one
A lot
had some
has changed.
backspin. Hopper wasn't sure if that one was going to end up in foul territory and made a very big decision late to grab that while it was still spinning around. Able to get the big out on the bunt.
That's going to be the second out of the inning, and great point by you, partner, because I think that dies right on the line, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, big at bat here. Zartman offered it the first one, fouled it back. 2 outs. That's Mabel McGuire on second, who's got really good wheels. Anything hit to the grass, 2 outs, you got to believe she's scoring on. A long look here by Hopper. Middle of the plate, and Zartman was all over it, but fouls it back.
Yeah, that one ended up and over the set of grandstands that we can see to our right.
Yeah. Nice gentleman from Coldwater. Grabbed that one, threw it back in play.
Made a long trip to watch some softball, huh?
Oh, it's been a great game. Strike 3, and the inning, the threat is all over. Madeline Hopper rises up to the challenge yet again. We're through 4 innings and still looking for that first run, 0-0 here on NWOhio.live.
No score. Brian, back down.
My daughter started making necklaces. She makes what we call affirmation fashion. I tell her every day that your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. Your black is beautiful. And if there's anything better than being beautiful, it's being smart. And if there's anything better than being smart, it's being kind. And reaffirming that every day is our method of making sure her chin never drops.
Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. Beautiful day here in Bryan, Ohio, and even more beautiful game, right, Randy?
Yeah, both teams with an opportunity to score just missed out, so still scoreless here. And we want to thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast really all year possible. It includes Willis Electric. See them in Striker 419-428-3161. Willis Electric, always proud to support all of our students and athletes.
He's Randy Roberts. I'm Miles Holliday, and this is Ayersville and Montpelier in a great game. Top of the 5th. Waldron has been absolutely dealing on the mound. That one's going to be popped up to the right-hand side. Almost got a Kenny Rogers lookalike over there on top of the head, but it missed him. Let's take a look at this Montpelier lineup. It's Ramos, Beck, and Terry due up. Went a little bit outside.
Yeah, that extended fourth, if nothing else, I kind of mentioned it last inning. It's going to help the top of the order get up one more time, so you weren't sure if they were going to get another opportunity, but it's guaranteed at least one more, and if you can flip this order enough, maybe you get a chance in the 7th with them.
That's where you want to be, because the bottom of the order for Montpelier has not been fierce. There's one on the outside, and Ramos, who struck out earlier in the game, gets her second. This time looking at it. Waldron dealing yet again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I have 9 strikeouts. What do you have?
Yep, that's what I have.
9 strikeouts by Waldron. She has been locked in. It's going to bring in Hannah Beck. 250, offers at 1 out of the zone above her eyes. Beck takes a long look down at Andy Robinson, and I'm not sure what he could tell her, but don't swing at those.
Beck was able to make some contact. She's the one that hit that sky-high pop-up. Here to third, she can hit one through that way again.
There's a base hit in the left field. A big one-out hit by Hannah Beck, and we were talking about how important the bottom of the order is for Montpelier. Beck delivers a big one-out single.
Number 6.
It's just the second hit of the afternoon for the Locomotives, but now gets them something going here.
That guarantees that Waldron is going to have to navigate again through the meat of that Montpelier order. A bunt look, pulled back, throw down to first, going to get away. A tremendous backup, though, by Becker. Stopped the runner from advancing as the catcher, Ariel Brown, tried to get the snap throw down to first.
Yeah, Beck does have 4 stolen bases on the year. So if this is a Montpelier team, doesn't run a lot outside of Lila Mahan.
Well, Terry offered at the bunt. This time she is taking.
Takes a late strike call there.
Well, you put the bunt back on, try to get the runner over to second with the top of the order. It is your 9-hitter. Terry offers at the bunt again. Throw down to first. Zartman with the tag. Going to be too late as Beck gets back in under the tag.
As Katie Terry then victimized as a strikeout victim twice now, I believe. Nope, I'm sorry, it's just 2 strikes.
Yeah, don't make it more difficult than it is
sorry,
for Katie.
Thought she already had 2 strikes.
Offers at that butt, popped up and caught by the catcher. Brown throws down to first to Zartman, but Beck gets back again. That was a weird play as that pop-up bunt looked like it was going backwards. Brown was able to corral it and then had the wherewithal to throw it to first.
Well, I thought the K in my book would be okay, but now I got to cross it off and go with the pop 2.
Pop 2 with it. 2 outs now. Top of the order, and it's Lillian Mahan.
Upstairs as the lineup turns over. Lila Mahan is 0 for 2.
Mahan, one of the best hitters in this lineup. Tremendous speed, 424 on base, a 513, slugging a 545. Has walked 11 times this year. Waldron steps off, kind of collects herself as she waits for Lila Mahon to get back into the box.
They had to relace one of the cleats.
Got to have shoes at work, right?
Yep.
Oof.
Big cut
by Mahon. I don't know if they keep track of the bat speed here, but that was impressive. Just a little bit off. Another one. You see the expression by Mahon. A little bit of frustration, and she thought she had a good swing at that one. Well, let's see if Montpelier starts the runner back at first. There she goes. Throw down to second, gets away. There's an on-target throw by Brown, but a miscommunication, some confusion on who was going to take the bag at second. Goes into second base, stolen base by Beck, and now Montpelier, with 2 outs, has a runner in position.
Yeah, Eldridge and Waldron kind of looking at each other on that throw. You said, partner, just unsure who had the runner, who had the bag.
I got it, you take it. Next thing you know, it's in center field. There's the pitch, fouled back by Mahon.
Yeah, good backup there for McGuire to come in from center field and make sure that Hennebeck wasn't able to advance to third.
Mahon deep in the box, gives herself a little extra chance. There's one popped up in the air. Now Waldron's going to be underneath it for out number 3. If you like zeros, you're in luck because we still have them. And we're going to the bottom of the 5th inning now. A 0-0 first run, going to be absolutely huge in this game. You're watching softball here on NWOhio.live.
Yeah, our game tonight brought to you by Bricks to Clicks. Visit them at 29133 George Street, beautiful Millbury, Ohio. One of Miles' favorite stores to visit. Check them out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. They have all sorts of almost daily videos, everything they've got coming into their store.
Did you see all the Matchbox cars?
I did.
All the Hot Wheels?
I did.
Wow.
There's tons of stuff daily, so always check them out. You know, for me, Facebook seems to be the best way to check out Bricks to Clicks, George Street and Millbury.
Well, first run, going to be huge. I don't know if you're going to need 2 runs today.
I don't know right now. Both teams have had opportunities, partner.
Just when you think one pitcher is seizing command, the other one steps up a little bit forward also. And we've had a great duel. Madeline Hopper been sensational. Kendra Waldron been fantastic as well.
Have noticed the strikeout numbers have gone down second time through the order.
It should be the case, right? They always talk in Major League Baseball. It's tough to go through 3 times through an order for a pitcher. Same thing here in softball. As a hitter, you should get a little more comfortable against
now
that.
batting number 21, Allison Eldridge.
That's going to be Eldridge, Sigler, and Paul. 7, 8, and 9 here for Ayersville. And both pitchers going to have to navigate the meat of the order one more time. Eldridge 333 on the year. Plays way ahead in the box. First pitch a little bit high. You wonder, this has been a real aggressive Ayersville team throughout this game. Do you change pace a little bit, take a little more pitches, try to get your way on base?
It might be a good idea.
That one's going to be called for a strike. Let's take a look at that Montpelier infield. Everybody playing behind the bag except for back at third, 2 steps in front. Outfield playing shallow in right field. Swing and a miss. Eldridge was offering at that one. She was retired earlier on a ground ball to short. Hopper goes back to that rosin bag. Boy, if you are a rosin manufacturer, make sure you have a bunch of them for Hopper. That one gets by for a strikeout. Gets by Allison Eldridge for the 3rd strike, and we're down to 2 outs left here in the bottom
now
of the 5th.
Now batting number 22, Ava
Strikeout
Sigler.
number 8 this afternoon for Madeline Hopper.
Both pitchers been absolutely dynamite carving up the opposition. Starts this one off a little bit high, a little rise ball. Sigler 358 on the year. Not often you have a 8-hitter hitting 358, right?
No,
so it
it's
shows
not.
you how deep this order is. Fouled off towards the tree. Looks like one of Randy Roberts' golf shots.
Sure does. Yeah, this is an Ayersville team came into today hitting 349 as a unit.
With 52 extra base hits and 9 home runs. Shows you how impressive Hopper has been today. Fouled back again. And Sigler battling pretty hard, but down 1-2. He knows Hopper has slowed down a little bit as this game has gone on. Goes back to that rosin bag, shakes it like it's Yahtzee dice, and she's ready to go. Umpire calls time. Mahon's mask looks like it needed a little bit of work.
And she's dealt with base runners in 3 of the first 4 innings. Sierra had the 1-out double. We saw the infield single, walk, and then a bunt over.
Gets strike 3 at that time. Retires Eldridge, then Ziegler to start this inning. And I believe we're all tied up with 9 strikeouts apiece.
That's what I have.
Now batting, number 24, Laura Paul.
Laura Paul, 219 hitter. If she can get on, I'll flip the lineup back to Kendra Waldron. It's a big moment. You want to make sure that you take care of the 9-hitter. Don't let the order flip this inning. That one misses just a little bit inside. 2-0 now. Didn't miss by much.
No, it didn't.
Let's just let Hopper keep that rosin bag in her glove. She goes to it so much. 2-0. There's one line to right. Just a little bit foul. Boy, arguably the hardest hit ball of the afternoon.
But the veteran umpire, Max Smeltzer, just slightly moving out of the way, knowing that that's close. He needs to stay on the line.
You see Max down there. He needs a glove. That one was on you in a hurry there, Max.
A little conversation with the first base coach.
Swing and a miss. Change speed a little bit. Smart pitching. You give the fastball that's hit hard, but you do change some tempo. And we're now at 2-2. Change of pace and absolutely nastiness. The old Bugs Bunny slow ball gets the strikeout. And when we said it was 9 strikeouts to 9, now it is 9 strikeouts to 10 strikeouts in favor of Hopper. And 0 rules the day. Still 0-0. Head towards the top of the 6th. And our man Randy Roberts is going to take it home from here.
This is Chip Wood. Stop by and see us at Bryan Ford as we celebrate 25 years of serving the tri-state. A lot has changed over the years, but one thing has not. We will work very hard to earn your trust and confidence every day. It's in our mission statement and in everything we do.
You know, a lot of people say when you're going somewhere, you don't want to look back. But I beg to differ. For her to see her father celebrate his graduation, it's the best feeling in the world. I can't lie and say it was easy. But sometimes you just have to stop everything and take it in. I looked at everything in a different light. I realized it started with me going back and getting my high school diploma.
Well, both teams had a chance for Miles, but no one able to break through. We're scoreless as we move to the top half of inning number 6. This Division IV softball district semifinal with Miles Holliday and Randy Roberts.
Number 3, Kelsey Bum.
Yes. It will be Jada Uribe's leading things off here in the top half of the 6th. The PA announcer had everyone concerned for a moment.
Yeah, we always compare numbers, right? When did Bum switch to number 8?
So Uribe's 1 for 2, hit a double her last time up. She's going to tomahawk another one, drops this one in front of Mabel McGuire in center field for a leadoff single.
You saw McGuire thought about throwing to first base, get that routine 8-3 put out, but thought otherwise. Smart play not throwing over to first, but you called it right. The tomahawk chop, that is a very tough thing to do on a pitch offered by Waldron to get behind that one.
So Uribe's with 2 of the 3 Montpelier base hits has something going here now. Here is Kelsey Bum, the shortstop. Walked and was left stranded at second and struck out as Montpelier left the bases loaded back in the 4th. Their best opportunity to score so far today. Bum fouls the first one back, 0-1 offering. Here's the change of pace. That one's going to get through to the left side. And now back-to-back singles. We'll have something going for Montpelier here in the 6th.
Credit Bump. Keeping
Now
her
batting,
hands
number
back,
7,
ready for
Madeline
that change of
Hopper.
pace. Hit into left field, and the biggest threat of the afternoon here now for Montpelier. First and second, nobody out. Now do you go ahead and try to bunt here, move him to second and third?
You know, it's your cleanup hitter, Madeline Hopper, your top hitter at 522. She's going to look at a strike.
Yeah, Hopper kind of froze herself. You could tell when that made it into the catcher's glove, she wanted to swing at that one.
And Hopper 0 for 2 so far today. Strikeout victim in the 2nd, grounded to second in the 4th. Fouls that one back. She's behind now, no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Waldron, great job of kind of quick pitching Hopper there. Hopper was not set in the box. Next thing you know, the ball is on top of her.
Comes that next offering as Hopper's going to foul this one back, stays alive. Symmetrical diamond here at Bryan, 210 all the way around. Fairly decent amount of foul territory, both sides. Nice room for everyone to bring their lawn chairs, which they have. And there's one at the knees. We'll get Hopper chasing a big strikeout for out number 1.
The second time she has victimized Hopper.
Now
That
batting,
is a huge
number
out
1,
because he had a first and
Lillian
second,
Mahan.
nobody out. And that was a cleanup hitter.
So here's the designated player, Lillian Mahan, is going to foul the first one back to the screen. Lillian today is officially 0 for 1. Grounded out to the shortstop in the 2nd, was hit by a pitch as a part of that rally. Montpelier tried to get going, where again they left the bases loaded in the 4th.
The shortstop Waldron playing a little bit over towards third base here.
Here's one that is going to be chopped foul right at the plate.
Kind of giving up the middle of the field. Take a look at Waldron right there. See how far over she is towards third base. That is the exact spot that Bump kind of dribbled one into left field a moment ago.
Mahan will look at one for a ball.
Man, kind of a close stance up there. John Walkenfuss-like.
He's able to hit this one to third. Heads up play. Paul is able to step on the bag, gets the lead runner. Throw across the diamond's not going to be in time. So the fielder's choice will leave 2 runners on, but now they are there with 2 gone.
Yeah, smart play by Paul, because if she tried to turn 2 at second, she would have had to wait for the defense to get there. Go ahead and take that lead runner out, step on it. Almost got the double play anyhow by throwing to first.
So here is Addison Dick, the right fielder who's struck out twice today. And actually, we might see a change here as we see Andy Robinson up with the home plate umpire. See a new hitter. We are going to see a number 14 that I don't have on my varsity roster.
I have Maddie Wolfenbarger, a JV player that wears number 14. Well, here we go. Take a look at the game card. Nariah Thorpe.
Nariah Thorpe will be the pinch hitter.
Hey, kid, come on in, win it for us, huh?
Now batting,
2-1.
number 14, Nariah Thorpe.
2 out here in the top half of the 6th in a scoreless game, with the winner coming back to play the winner of our next game in Friday night's district final.
Well, you can look at it as a tough spot, or you can look at it, what a great opportunity, right? come on in, you get a base hit right here, haven't played all day, and give your team the lead. And no doubt about it, Coach Robinson going to send that runner in. Really nice scoop by Brown, saves a run right there.
So you got Kelsey Bum, the lead runner at second. Lillian Mahan, the runner at first. Thorpe able to drop this one in for a base hit. Making the turn is going to be Bum. Throw to the plate, not in time. It's a pinch hit RBI single. And Montpelier is going to take the 1-0 lead.
Hey, opportunity arises. What do? You seize it. What a huge moment in this softball game. Lines it in the left field to give Montpelier the big lead. How about Thorpe? She thumped that one.
Just got it over the outfield grass. Laura Paul giving chase, couldn't come up with it. And a big base hit now. Here's Bella Ramos, second baseman who struck out twice today. One is rolled up and with some trouble by Ariel Brown behind the plate. It's going to allow both runners to move up.
They like the aggressiveness of Montpelier. Saw it in the dirt, did not hesitate. Went ahead and swiped right, grabbed that base.
So Ramos with a big opportunity here. This one hits slowly to second. Underhand throw is going to be made in time by Allison Eldridge, but the damage is done. So Thorpe able to step up, gets the pinch hit RBI single. Montpelier's, we go to the bottom of the sixth. We'll lead this one 1-0. And our game tonight brought to you by Chappie's Snappy Dogs. Give Carol a call, 419-297-1004. Check out Chappie's Snappy Dogs on Facebook. Again, all sorts of parties this time of year. It's getting warmer out. You're maybe inviting your friends over. You don't want to really necessarily feed everyone. What's the next easiest way? How about Chappie's Snappy Dogs and their huge brats?
Yeah, everybody likes to have a party, but do you like to cook for the party? No, right? So let Carol do it.
That's right.
Just hang out and have fun.
Graduation. I know graduation time, a big time for Carol and Chappie's Snappy Dogs. Want to thank them for being with us here all year in NWOhio.live.
Boy, Nariah Thorpe, how excited is she coming up with the biggest hit of the year for Montpelier so far?
So the pinch hit single is the difference so far. 1-0 Montpelier in the bottom half of the sixth, and it's going to be the top half or top third of the order due up. It starts with the leadoff hitter, Kendra Waldron. Took a swing and a miss there. So Waldron 1 for 2, struck out in the first, reached on that infield single in the third. Now the 0-1 offering from Hopper. That one's going to be cut on and missed. Hopper with a little enthusiasm now, pitching with that 1-0 lead.
You get a little juice, don't you? Easier to pitch with the lead.
In full control here, no balls, 2 strikes. So 2 offering, cut on and missed as well. Sends Waldron down via the strikeout for the second time this afternoon. Also strikeout
now
number 11.
Number 11, Michaela Sierra.
So here's Michaela Sierra, the left fielder. Hit that double. Stands so far as one of the 2 Ayersville hits today. Sierra, the lefty, that sweet swing there.
Kind of jumps at the ball, doesn't she? A little Ichiro-like, run and jumped at it.
Sierra also popped out to Bella Ramos at second in the third inning as well. And she's going to pop another one up, this time in foul territory. That one's going to get just out of play.
A young lady from Tenora grabbed that one. Going to throw it back in play to the umpire.
Rams watching their rivals. Rams will be in district action coming up later this week. 0-2 is going to be fouled back.
Yeah, it went right off the mask of Mahan. Meehan patting over to the dugout. I should have had that one for strike 3. Tough on yourself, man. It is awfully tough to catch those foul tips.
Comes the next offering. That one is going to be just off the plate. So I believe 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Really good job by Sierra holding off just enough, and we're going to have a timeout. Maybe it's an equipment issue?
Yeah, I think Mahan has some problems with her glove. I think they might try to tighten some of the laces up. Well, now they're going to have the trainer come look at her. Now the head coach. Well,
looked at the finger. Maybe had a little nail chip there.
Yeah,
nothing worse than
blister.
Yeah, you had prom, right? And you spend a lot of money for getting your nails done, and softball takes that money away.
Just gonna
takes a look at the umpire. Umpire says, "What do you think? Do you like my nails?"
Conversation continuing. It's going to allow Lila to return to the dugout once again. They're going to tape something up here.
I think they're going to tape 2 digits together. That's what we're going to get a close-up right here. Look at Ken Reeker, our producer, doing a great job with that camera work right there, going right into the dugout, taking a look. We can even figure out what kind of tape they're using with Ken's great camera work right there.
So we see did she split a fingernail, and they're going to try to keep it together.
Is there anything worse than a hangnail?
That might be what it is. So. RoboCam doing some solid work this afternoon.
Where do you get your fingers done at, Randy?
There's a place kind of back off the road a little bit.
Well, I remember last winter you're big into mani-pedis, so I didn't know if you were still doing both.
No.
No. It gets a little pricey, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, Sierra, good job battling here. 1-2.
It's the next 1-2 offering. That one, we'll have Sierra just getting a piece of that one.
Barely. I don't know how she did. She was fooled on that one. Barely able to get it, stay alive. 1-2 now with 1 out.
Hopper ready to go once again. Here comes that 1-2 offering. That one's going to be cut on and missed. So back-to-back strikeouts here in the 6th. And it's going to bring up the catcher, Ariel Brown. Ariel 0 for 2, struck out in the 1st and grounded to 3rd to begin the 4th.
Yeah, really nice job by Hopper. Had the change of pace the pitch before, and then rifled back, blew that one right by the hitter, Sierra.
First offering comes in low for Ariel Brown for ball 1. So Hopper fires away. This one is going to be fouled back to the screen. Hopper knows the importance of some of these pitches here, being a little bit more deliberate in the later innings.
Very generous with the rosin. Goes back to it, ready to go.
Yeah, realize that is her bag that she picks up in between innings. I thought that was one left here. This one grounded to 2nd. That one quickly gets to Bellaramos. She's able to make the throw, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. So we are through 6. Montpelier still holding on to that 1-0 lead. We'll take a timeout here on NWOhio.live.
This is Chip Wood. The best deals on new and used cars and trucks and service too are at Bryan Ford Lincoln. Stop by and see us as we celebrate 25 years of serving the tri-state. We will not be undersold. You have my word on it.
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. Every day he's hungry for something. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that he's a good person. I think the advice I would give is you don't need to know all the answers. It's okay to make mistakes as long as it's coming from love then it kind of starts to work itself out.
One nothing here as we move to inning number 7. Randy Roberts, Miles Holiday back with you from Rec Park in Bryan.
Beautiful Bryan, Ohio.
It is.
What a facility. The improvements that they have made here, wow, fantastic. This might be the biggest softball
Now batting,
press
number
box I've ever
13,
been in. What about you?
Yeah, this is something else. This is a great facility. It was a great park. It's maintained by the Parks and Rec Department, but a great job, Brian, adding on to the software. Sumter Field to our right for their baseball program. We've been here many, many times for baseball. We plan on coming back next week for district final. It's going to be played there next week, as it'll be hitters. Let me flip my book here. 7, 8, and 9. Am I right?
8, 9, 1. 8, 9, 1. Well, good move by Waldron. You want to make sure you carve up this order
Now
as
batting,
quickly as
number
possible.
6, Katie
Keep
Terry.
this score at 1-0. Let your team go ahead and win it in the bottom half.
So here is Katie Terry. Katie Terry, strikeout victim, and then hit that pop up on the bunt that was snagged behind the plate by Ariel Brown.
You saw Waldron shake her head after that pitch. Just didn't get what she wanted with that grip. Second time she's kind of hopped one up there.
It's been cut and a miss from Katie Terry.
If you're Ayersville, you really couldn't ask too much more of Kendra Waldron. She has been fantastic.
1-1 offering. That one is going to be taken for a strike there. See the late call once again.
That outside edge of the plate has been kind of dicey for both pitchers. Sometimes they've been able to get that call, other times not.
Both pitchers have gone that way. We haven't seen a ton of pitches come inside on hitters this afternoon. 1-2 offering. That one is going to miss.
Now, see if that was Greg Maddox back in the day, that would be a strike, right? You got, what do you get, 12 feet off the
Felt
off the
that
plate?
way. Loved him for a bunch of years, hated him for a bunch of years. It was really weird.
I hated him for a bunch of years, and I hated him for a bunch of years.
It's Katie Terry, strikeouts, back-to-back strikeouts here in the 7th.
The second time Katie Terry has been carved
Now
up by
batting, number
Waldron.
11, Lila Mahan.
So it's going to bring up the top of the order, and the catcher, Lila Mahan. Lila, a couple of pop-ups. He's going to hit this one high in the air. This time it's going to reach the outfield grass, where the grab is going to be made in right field by Ryan Beecher. And that is going to do it for Montpelier. They go in order, but they're going to play with a lead, 1-0. As we go to the last of the 7th, we want to tell you one more time that our game today has been brought to you by Willis Electric. Willis Electric, proud to support all of our area students and athletes. Check them out online at willis.com. Been a supporter with us all year, and we want to thank them. Also want to thank Home to Home Realty, Chappie's Snappy Dogs, and Bricks to Clicks, along with Brian Ford for being a part of our broadcast today.
I might want to get in one of those Brian Ford vehicles to motor around the bases here at least once in the bottom of the 7th to keep this thing going.
It's going to be the heart of the order for Ayersville. Hitters 4, 5, and 6. McGuire, Waldron, Zartman.
Don't need a can of instant runs. You just need 1 bar of instant runs. 2 would be even better for Ayersville, but looking to get that 1 to scratch across.
McGuire 0 for 1, hit one back to the pitcher and also walked. As Hopper is going to take her final warm-up here as we begin this bottom half of inning number 7. Still have Hilltop and Edgerton to come later on tonight here in Bryan. Then the 2 winners are going to return to the district final for the right to move on to regional action.
Someone needs to go tell them, too. This has been an unbelievable game. They got to live up to this
Yeah,
one, right?
they do. See a lot of maroon around for Edgerton. I know their team was camped out in the outfield. Did the smart thing with the sun that was beating down when we got here. They found some shade out in the outfield. Now I think both teams may be warming up, getting ready to go. First offering, this one is going to be cut on. And she fouled it back, or if it was just missed by Mahan. Either way, it's going to go for strike one. So Mabel McGuire, Taylor Waldron, Addison Zartman haven't had a lot of success. Waldron did have a sac bunt. Three have combined to strike out 3 times against Hopper. Comes the 0-1 offering. This one bounce around behind the plate, and it's going to even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, those pitches are ulcer pitches for coaches. You know, you're nursing a 1-run game, and then all of a sudden you think your pitcher is just cruising, and you see one bounce up there, and you're like, oh no, don't lose command now. Don't make that belly flutter if you're a coach.
Andy Robinson trying to keep it cool in that Montpelier dugout, grabbing the bottle of water, helping out with the count. Done a great job not only with the softball program, but also serves as the football coach. This one popped up, stays in fair territory. JD Uribe just has to take a handful of steps back behind the bag. She makes the grab for out number 1.
Uribe's second time she's come up with a nice little play in this ball game. Gets the first out of this inning, and
number
Mabel
23,
McGuire
Taylor Waldron.
spikes herself on the helmet on the way back to the dugout. Frustration.
So here's Taylor Waldron. Struck out in the second, bunted a runner over in the 4th. Fouls the first pitch out of play. Hopper again going to that rosin bag. Sweat maybe a little bit more here in this clutch situation in the 7th. This one comes back to her. Hopper able to make the grab. Throw is going to be in time. And there's now 2 gone, and Ayersville's down to its final out.
Now batting, number 31, Addison Zartman.
So here is Addison Zartman, the first baseman. Struck out twice so far this afternoon. First offering to Zartman. That one's going to be fouled back to the screen for strike 1. So Hopper working ahead, no balls and a strike. Hopper gets set, toes the rubber, 0-1 offering, took a little bit off that one. And it fools Zartman, so Addison Zartman behind no balls, 2 strikes. So the Pilots now down to their final strike here in the bottom half of inning number 7. Now that 0-2 offering, this one popped up, and a nice grab, Lila Mann. Able to come behind the plate, makes the grab, and that is going to do it. And the Montpelier Locomotives are off to the district final as they claim a 1-0 win over the Ayersville Pilots. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we're going to head down to the field. Our Miles Holiday is going to check in with our NWIO.live player of the game when we return.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches, baby? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You didn't turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Oh, Montpelier with a big win. They claim a 1-0 win over Ayersville in our first of two Division IV softball district semifinals. It was thanks to a pinch hit single. That's the difference. Yeah, Nariah Thorpe ends up being the hero for Montpelier, but you got to give honorable mention what Madeline Hopper did in the circle for Montpelier this afternoon. Ends up fanning 12 in the win for Montpelier. Gave up that one-out double in the first. Had runner on thanks to an infield single in the third. Gave up a walk in the fourth. But, man, when they needed it, she was clutch, sending down the final 11 batters in order as Montpelier claims the 1-0 win over Ayersville. So the Locomotives move on to the district final. Who will they play? Well, you'll find out next as Hilltop and Edgerton are going to take the field in a little bit. Looks like they're going to do a little bit of work. So I want to thank everyone for making our day in Bryan possible. Stay tuned to have another district semifinal coming up for you here. I want to thank our producer, Ken Reeker, Sam Ryan for all the work she's done behind the camera, and, of course, Mr. Thiel and Teresa Kuzmal and all the great staff here at Bryan High School. So Montpelier with a 1-0 win over Ayersville in our Division IV district semi. So for my partner, Miles Holliday, and our entire NWOhio.live crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.